Shut up and sit down.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'm trying.
What one job, Dave, and I still get it wrong, mate. Hello, gang. Colin Dave, Festa 67's workshop, and our sidekick, the lovely Anthea Redfern.
It's me, Dave. Hello, everyone.
How you doing, mate?
I'm doing all right. It's all the other so-and-sos. That's the problem.
You're a bit downtrodden at work, wouldn't you? Yeah. See,
Yeah.
the minute we both start talking, our audio drops. It's definitely a Windows thing, mate. But anyway.
Has mine dropped? Because I just changed it.
Yeah, mine's dropped down to 88 again. Hello, gang. How you doing? Hope you're doing all right out there. Let's have a looky-loo who we've got in the chat. He says optimistically after closing his chat window there, Burke. Right, should we start that again? Al McNichol is answering Ross. I didn't see Ross's message because it's not showing in it.
Yeah, I've got it. He says he's sorry that he might miss the show. He might miss the stream as he and Rowan are working on a shop front decorating due to it's the only good weather period for them. So
I do it, mate. Not a problem. Ross don't have to tell me that, mate.
So would that be the master and the apprentice out then?
Oh yeah, Roran's teaching his dad. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Cheers for that, mate. At all saying, whilst we're talking about Ross, I got your parcel, Ross. I'm going to be doing a video to film it for the viewers, and many thanks, mate. It arrived safe and sound.
Yeah, and I would like to say the same. Thank you, Ross. It arrived Thursday. Put me into complete confusion because I thought, what have I ordered? I haven't ordered anything. Yeah. So thank you very much. But I will get round to do the video like what he said, and it will be posted up hopefully sometime during the week for you, mate.
Absolutely. So props to you, mate, for that. In case you was wondering whether we got the stuff. Al McNichol says that's okay, Ross. While you're busy, Tracy and I will fill your place and hopefully make a better job of it, as neither of us are into shop fronts except waiting for the doors to open. And he says, oh, what a night last night was. We had visitors in the form of snakes, adders, moving from A to B via where we are temporarily living in Boffey above Bramer. She was petrified. Yeah, I'll bet, mate. Absolutely.
Yeah, no, don't like snakes.
And he's straight in with a belly. So far, he says, empty except for green tea and iced coffee. Dinner will be merly, in which you southern chaps and lasses is oat cakes grilled and dunked into ice cold milk. Yummy. Nice. Sounds interesting. Mark H0151's in, says I to Al. He's saying hello to folks. The Bobbins is in, saying hello. Hello, mate. Bobbins. How you doing? As is Mark saying hi to Colin Dave and all in chat. Hello, Mark. How you doing, mate? Everyone's saying how you doing. That's Dave in saying hello, everyone. Hands a cat, Anthea Redfern. I think Colin had the wrong glasses on. And he says Festa hugs and Dave hugs. So happy days.
Hello, Panzer.
How you doing, Pans, mate? All right? So, without further ado, being that the chat is done, I'm going to go down to bench cam, mate.
Yeah, so am I, because I've got something else that I need to do.
Oh, what's that, he says?
Well, let me get over to me down cam, and I will explain all.
Put that on there, and drop that up there.
Now,
yeah, go on, mate.
Now,
all yours.
I went to see Big M at the M4H lockup yesterday to do a couple of hours voluntary work of sorting out, tidying up, and everything else that he wanted doing. And I just sort of cracked on with it.
Yeah.
Being that I'm also a beneficiary, he started palming kits off on me and said, "Yeah, have that one." And it's like, I'm not going to argue because he's bigger than me and I'm only a little pipsqueak.
yeah, he's a big old door filler, isn't he, Malcolm?
Well, I don't know. I'm not. I think he's still growing. It's either that or I'm shrinking, one or the other. Because he looked taller yesterday than he has done for a long time. So
Yeah.
either that or I've shrunk. Anyway, over on M4H, what he's doing, he's doing a little 144th builds on various aircraft
Oh,
to be
right.
put on sticks of metal and then put onto turntables. This is to put on a bench when they go to shows to move in and to get the attention of those that walk past.
Yeah.
Of which I've already done one, and I've selected another one, which is a 144th Flying Fortress.
Yeah.
And then he gave me this.
Oh, right. One of those. Can you open that on air jobs?
And he said, "Can you open this when you're live on the show?" So there you go, Malcolm. Look, you see, the seal is not broke. I've not tried to get in it.
Oh, you've not done your usual Dave of picking at edges to see whether you could burrow in.
Yeah, no, I've not done that. I thought I'm going to get found out if I do that. So
Yeah.
I believe it's another 144th kit, but I don't know what it is. But I'm going to find out because we're now live. I'm going in.
Good man.
I'm trying to go in. Oh, no.
Yeah. Try not to pull a muscle, Dave, won't you?
Pull something. Right. Well, I can tell you it's a Revell kit.
Oh, good man. 144th scale.
Yeah. What we got?
Oh, get hold of that.
How about that?
Oh, yeah. You do like a Tommy, don't you?
Oh, Tonka.
Happy days.
Oh, cheers, Malcolm. No, I look forward to doing that.
Oh, bless him. Yeah, good old boy, mate.
Brilliant. So we
Happy
get that
days.
done. I'll do that in the as it is. I hope that's a decal.
Yeah. You know what's going to happen, mate.
If that's a paint-on job, I'm in trouble.
Yeah.
Right, no. Cheers, Malcolm. I will get on with that at some point.
Oh, brilliant, mate. Brilliant. Happy days, mate. Let's see whether we... there you go. Let's see whether that works. Right, folks. We are aware that we're having fluctuating audio. It's a Windows glitch at the moment because Dave's having the same. So. Right.
What am I doing? Oh, no, at the moment, I'm still on 100.
Yeah. I keep dropping down to 88, up to 90, down to 88, then up to 100. It's like, yeah.
So, right, before I get started,
Yeah.
what is or what has gone into your bellies?
Mm-hmm.
What have you got on your benches? And most importantly, what is your beverage of choice for watching the show?
Absolutely, mate.
As always, answers on a postcard.
And yeah, we are doing a bit more on our digger of goodness, isn't we, mate?
Oh yeah, it's digger time. I had to make sure I got the right. Box and didn't bring out the E models one.
Yeah, we are doing them bad boys still, folks. That's what we're up to. So, yeah.
I've just got to do a recap now. Where did I get to?
Yeah, I was trying to think of the same. I've got no idea where I was getting to. Oh yeah, I was doing a bit of paint scraping, mate.
Oh right, okay.
Daniel Chapman's in, says I Panzer. Joel Grit is in. Morning, Colin Dave, and all in chat. He says,
hello, Joe.
I just got out of bed. I'm so lazy. Don't worry, mate. Donna Chapman is in. Hi, Colin and Dave. Long time not been on here. Hello, my darling. Hope you're doing all right. And yes, Donna, it is still James's fault.
It is always James's fault.
Jacqueline is in. Jacqueline Crochet Art saying hello to everyone. Hello, Jackie. Love to you
Hello,
and
Jackie.
Kev. Hope he's doing all right.
Hello, Kev.
Paul D. Tommaso's in. Morning, Colin Dave, and all in chat.
Hello, Paul.
James is in. Afternoon, Colin Dave, and everyone in chat. Festa Dave, and big hugs and kisses to everyone from Shania. Big huggage back. Hope you've been a
Hello, little one.
Hope you've been a good girl, darling.
Yes, make sure you eat your greens.
That was Jackie. Belly, she says, was poached eggs on toast. Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Who else has we got? Daniel Blair is in. He says, nice spanner for a bracelet. Yes, it's a classic mechanics thing, mate. You always lose a spanner, so I've got one just there. Iron Man 129 saying hello, Colin and Dave, and everyone in chat. How do, mate? Hope you're doing all right. The Bobbin says, belly nothing. Bench finishing a 1/350th USS Greenville nuclear submarine. Ooh, nice one.
Ooh.
Absolutely. Have you been doing submarine ping noises and yeah?
Oh yeah, the sonar.
I'll bet he has, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, I hope so.
Right. So, without further ado, let's have a looky-loo as to what I was up to. If I remember rightly, I think I was doing a bit of the old chipping. I should be doing a bit of that. Some other bits to glue on as well, if I remember rightly.
I've done the exhaust. I've done that.
So we can have a few bits of... Oh, I've got my photo etch lights to put on and that as well, so I might do a bit of that before I do anything.
Now, do I do I dare to put the rear view mirrors on, or do I leave that until it's all finished? Because I think I'm going to wait until it's done and put them on last.
Decisions,
I know,
Dave.
I know. It is difficult. Right. Oh, this is actually a bit scary. I might have to break out the airbrush.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you go careful, mate.
I know. I'm just trying to make sure I find all the other bits that I need to do.
Just need to remember where that bit goes. Where did that go? The destructions are coming out already, Dave.
Uh-oh.
So how's Mum? How's Mum been, mate? Is she all right?
Mum's good. Mum was out for coffee yesterday.
Oh, gallivanting again.
I know.
Bloody hell, mate. She's a right old salt, isn't she? She's out and about all the time.
Well, but she's not happy, though. She hasn't been able to get in the garden.
Ah, right. So the bottom lip's slightly out, is it?
It's out like a diving board.
Yeah. Daniel Chapman says he's currently working, he says, on a D-Day landing craft model kit.
Ooh.
But I am just doing the Jeep first and then the landing craft. James says, belly, the better pot noodle, which is chicken and mushroom with rolls, bench, 35th tanks and uploading Lego City. Well, James, you have just agreed with Fox, which now puts you on our list, doesn't it, Dave?
Yeah.
You know, you can't go agreeing with Fox.
The list of failure.
Yeah. And saying chicken and mushrooms better because, no, that's not on, is it?
Just a bit wrong.
Goes in there somewhere.
It's not just a bit wrong, it's very wrong.
Yeah, it's so wrong that it's just up there on the wrongometer, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, there it goes. It tucks up right up under there. That's a bind, isn't it? Right, I think we need to just pop that back out slightly. Let's get my eyes of seeingness on that, folks, I'm afraid, so that I can see what I'm doing.
Right, so we've got lots of sub-assemblies.
Yeah. Oh, there, that be super glued on. Clumsy. Put that on there. There we go. Daniel says to James, thanks for the Lego time machine, DeLorean, and the Gullwing. There you go. Big brother's been looking after little brother.
Oh,
He looks after him, doesn't he?
he does.
Swap them over.
Do you think he's after some brownie points?
Yeah, I think he realises that he's in his mum's naughty books, probably, and he's trying to redeem himself. So that means that it is still James's fault, and he's trying to milk and worm his way back into his mum's affection, isn't he?
Yeah.
James is now sitting there nervously giggling, going, it's not my fault. Why does he think it's my fault? And Alicia's going, because it is. We know.
Yeah.
We know, James. We're not daft.
We know what the score is.
Absolutely, mate. Will that pop off or shall I remove? I think I'll do that. Pop that back off.
No,
I won't put that on. Donna says, we went to see him yesterday. He gave me a jigsaw to do. Ah, right. He's after something then, isn't he?
So does that mean that James is up for Creep of the Week award, or does that still go to Panzer?
No, Panzer always wins that because of his Sarah Jane. Yeah. They're picking on me, Sarah Jane. No, Panzer always gets the Teacher's Pet Award. There's no other contenders, nothing. It's his. That award is never going to be awarded to anyone else other than him now. There you go. All done. So impressed, it can have another dabbage. There you go. He says it's way too early to pick on moi. Never too early to pick on you, mate. You deserve all you get.
Yeah.
Soup glue's coming out, Dave.
Already?
Yeah.
That's scary, that is.
I know. What possibly could go wrong? Talking of which, he says, Sarah Jane hugs for later in case she comes in.
Mind you, he was a bit slow on that, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he's beginning to know what time she normally comes in, and he gets his hello in just as she pops in.
Yeah, creep.
Oh, bless. Donna Chapman says Shania cried her eyes out because she wanted to come home with her nan. Oh, bless her.
Oh, no.
Oh, Shania tears. Oh, love.
No.
Oh, poor little Dot. Oh.
Why am I struggling to do? Why don't you put your lenses on, you daft?
Yeah, that might help, Dave.
Really?
As I check that I've got my own on.
I think we're going to have one of those shows today.
Oh, are you? Are you already on one, are you?
Yeah, I think so. Oh dear, never mind.
Make yourself lucky, mate. I've got photo etch to play with. Because I might. Notice how I said I might. Oh, Christopher's in, he says, afternoon, fellow modelers. Hello, Paul. How you doing, mate?
I'm Paul.
Yeah, I might put these bent up old photo etch lights on today.
Photo etch.
Yeah, I know. Got to admit, we love it, don't we, Dave?
Oh. Yeah. Like hole in the head.
Always goes well for us, this. I know something though. These lights are crap, aren't they?
What, the photo extras?
Yeah.
They are awful. Right, we'll have that. Have those out because, well, we're trying to have them out. Well, maybe we won't then.
We had that one all of 10 minutes before the light came undone. So let's try that one. I've got to try and find the lenses for it. That's the point. I've got to put the glass lenses in, so it's probably not a good idea to do them then.
No.
Because I still haven't put the glass lenses on. I'll put them two on though. So we can do those ones. They're all vented up quite okay. They can go.
Right, that can stay in there. I think. Yep.
Donna Chapman says, now going to do toad in the hole with puddings and roast veg. Happy days.
Ooh, nice.
Daniel says you can have that one, but I also want one. You still have no choice if you want to be back in Mum's good books to James. Happy days.
Nothing like sibling rivalry, is there?
Absolutely. Can we have no spoilers on the motor race in that, old mate? Don't mind. Because I've not watched it yet, buddy.
I don't even know who's qualified on pole yet. I've recorded it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Right.
Oh. I knew that was going to come off. Blooming thing.
That to go in there like that. Bit peed at the moment, but I can, what's his name that from that side? He says optimistically, looking at his glasses of seeing this and still not been able.
Where did I put it?
You've been spash again.
Yeah.
I know why, Cole. I know why. Because that's the wrong side you pilched. That one. There you go.
Found it.
Have you found it, Dave?
Yeah. I'm going to put my mask on before I get told off.
Yeah, no worries, mate. You do what you got to do. There you go. Gone on now.
Yeah.
Some of that. Hold that in place for a minute. Try and keep on shot as best as I can.
Oh.
Or was it laughing at you, Dave?
I think so.
That's all right, Al. No worries, mate. It's just obviously because we're live, we don't get to see things until after we've done the show, mate. That's. I used to get it a lot. People used to do. Yeah. Oh, he's got a Wazdaka team of Orcs. He says his latest arrival. Get in there, mate.
Oh.
Have you orchestrated a plan of attack yet? Did there, Dave?
Dear, oh dear.
Oh, come on. Don't hate on me already, mate.
No, I'm not going to. It's just that I can't think of a comeback for it.
Ah, now the truth is coming out, see. That went well cold, didn't it? Is it a short week this week because of the Jubilee, or is it next week?
No, it's a short week for me.
Yeah.
Because I only work up until Wednesday.
Oh, right, yeah.
But it's also a short week for me the week after because I'm off on the Friday.
Yeah. Because it's old Lizzie's Jubilee thing, isn't it?
Yes. So.
Did you notice who was doing the trooping of the colour yesterday?
Didn't even know it was on. But yeah, go on.
The prep. I'll send you a picture. Me and Dave have a theory. So I'm going to send Dave the picture.
Oh. I think I would, from what you're saying, I think I know what it's going to be, but yeah, go on.
Yeah, so I've sent that to your David Atkinson. All right?
Yeah.
And tell me whether you think me and you are right. I won't go into what it is, but me and Dave have a theory. Well, I mean, it's up to you, Dave. You want to talk about it on air? We'll talk about it on air. I don't mind.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah. I'm in full agreement, mate. I do think it's going to go that way.
We have this theory that when the Queen eventually decides that she's going to retire, should we say, that it's going to go straight to William, and we've got that in our minds. And William was doing the rehearsals for the trooping of the colour yesterday. Yeah.
It's just that he always seems to be right at her side where she wants him to be, so that do the polishing off, shall we say?
Yeah, and it's a good thing in a way. I think that having the young couple, so to speak, is probably going to be a plus. I don't know.
No, I don't. But
constitutionally, it makes sense because the cost of a coronation, changing all the currency and coinage and that, I know it'll be gradually faded out and all of that lot, but are they going to want to do that twice in our generation if, Charles was to become king and then decided, actually, I'm getting on a bit? They're not going to want to have to go through all of that again, are they?
No.
So I think coming out of COVID and all of that lot, a young couple would probably sit well with the people. I don't know. What do people think in the chat? Do you think that it should default to William and Kate? I'm not pro-monarchy. I'm not anti-monarchy. I'm just having a conversation. I'm not giving my opinions on it, so to speak. It is what it is. Bear in mind, if you're against it, you'd either have President Johnson if you're in England, or you'd have President Sturgeon if you're in Scotland. So bear that in mind before you cast your votes. So, yeah. Which way do you reckon it will go? I think that it's going to go to William myself. Let's put a bit of that on the old wet palette, Cole, I reckon. It's there for you. There you go. Let's blobber that on there. There you go. Attle says, boys and knobs, a flyer to construct an Orky vehicle station. Maybe some more shades of greens, he says. Good man. What I like. Enjoy, mate. Enjoy. You got to, innit? You got to have fun with it.
So does that mean that because he's doing orcs, Atol's going to be orchestrating stuff?
Yeah, there you go. He's coordinating. And there. It's quite difficult to define this chipping at the moment, but once the rust goes, it will become apparent. Very early stages, folks. Very early stage. The worst stage for me is you don't see it coming together until you start putting all the other colours. Atol says we had a King Willie, but he was orange and didn't do well for a Dutchman. So a young blood rules over old garden. Yeah, I'm a royalist. Absolutely, mate. Exactly. You know, it is what it is, mate. I think that. Don't get me wrong. I don't dislike Charlie, but I think in the current climate, I think when the Queen does depart, I think that having a young, modern couple taking it to the next level, I think they would easily be able to identify more with the population. It's my opinion. But others may have a different one, you know. Others might be very pro-Charles and Camilla. I just think that it's a bit like the war. When the country came out the Second World War, we had just lost King George. And you had a young, vibrant Elizabeth, and people responded to her, didn't they? And took her under their wing. And so, yeah, I kind of think that might be the way forward. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I think Charlie's slightly out of touch with everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and are people going to respond to William and Kate better? Because they are younger, they are more up to speed with current things. You know, Charlie, bless him, he does like the entitled life, doesn't he? Let's be honest. He does love all the pomp and circumstance, but he's a little bit fuzzy when it comes to talking to an homeless man, isn't he? You know, because he can't relate to it because he's got such a privileged existence. And all right, William's got that same privileged existence, but he's got a bit of his mother in him, isn't he?
Mm.
And he's just got that little sense of, actually, I can relate to that.
Yeah, I just think there's more connection with those two than there are with his father.
Yeah, and especially where the boys have had their own mental health issues. People can relate to that. All right, it's a different kind of pressure that they face. But it's, you know, it's still pressure at the end of the day, isn't it?
Doesn't matter who you are, pressure is pressure.
Absolutely, mate. It gets us all. So, yeah, I've just got that thing. And I think, again, you know, the military, you know, people that are serving would respond a lot better. So, yeah, I don't know. It's one of those, isn't it? It's a difficult question, isn't it? I think a lot of people think the same, though.
Oh, we'll find out when it all starts to play out.
Yeah. So you're going up to see your mum then, are you, Dave? Bank holiday?
No, I'm staying at home.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to have 4 days at home. But I'm going up to Mum's at the end of June because I'm off then, and the car goes in for MOT, so I can get that done and see my mum at the same time.
Oh, right, yeah.
So
happy days.
Well, it's difficult now because when you got a gallivanting mother, it's very difficult to book your time in and say,
yeah, she's proper living it up, isn't she?
Good for her.
Exactly. She's happy, Dave. That's the key.
That's the main thing, and long may it continue.
Yeah. Here, mate. I second that one. What'll make him mums? We've all got them.
Oh no. But unlike James, I'm not in the doghouse.
No,
Well,
you
not yet anyway.
You always manage to get a good succession of brownie points.
I know.
I must admit that is pretty impressive.
I surprise myself sometimes. Mind you, I've been taking lessons off of Panzer about creeping.
Oh, mate, he does take it to an old new level, doesn't he?
Yeah.
I'll give him that. Yeah, there's creeping, and then there's Panzer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely Panzer. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit Wallace and Wallace Simpson, isn't it? And yeah. He's saying Charles isn't very well regarded, and he also married a divorcee, which sparked a constitutional crisis that is still living memory. Absolutely, mate. I'd like to say he's, 72 himself now, isn't he, Chuck? 72, 74, something like that, isn't he? So
I know he's in his 70s.
Yeah, so he's a bit crusty, isn't he? Let's be.
Well, mind you, he was crusty when he was in his 20s.
He's always been an old man before his time, isn't he?
Mm.
Be honest with you, he's always been a bit of a wet mitten, isn't he? Bit of a fuddy-duddy. Yeah. Al saying, oh no, Tracy's just found my Marbrun's cookery class book circa 1974. So now I'm asking myself what she'll survive. We'll decide fits his oversized belly. Oh. Tracy's on cooking duty.
Oh dear.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's. I am sure that she'll come up with some kind of culinary delight that will fill said belly, and you'll be sitting there later, rubbing your belly, going, stick a fork in me. I'm so full. Dave sounds like he's deep in thought there, folks, doesn't he?
Spraying away, eh? Spray away.
No, really, Dave, I'd never have guessed, mate. Yeah. You're spraying, are you, mate?
Yeah. I am.
This week's medal for stating the obvious is awarded to Dave.
Well, you know, I do my best.
Absolutely, mate. Don't ever change, Dave. Don't ever change. Panzer's just going to be over the moon to see some paint going on it, mate. Probably won't be able to contain himself. Panzer says, who's the sad git that torched his super yacht? Yeah, down in Torquay. Yeah. Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah, there was a super yacht caught fire in Torquay. Makes
Oh,
me
really?
wonder, Panzer, whether it's, how can we say this? Whether it's an oligarch trying to get the insurance because his assets have been seized. Just saying. Stranger things can happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's the first thing that popped in my mind was, yeah, they've seized these assets, therefore he'll do an insurance claim. Absolutely. £8 million, I think it was 6 or 8 million quid yacht went up in flames.
Sounds like an insurance job to me.
Doesn't it? Bit suspicious, isn't it? Oh, yeah. You never know, mate. Just seems very coincidental, doesn't it? It's a bit like, why is it all the cases of monkeypox are in NATO countries? Just saying.
Oh, you think Putin's been dabbling, do you?
Dave, I think nothing, mate. You know me. But geographically speaking, you look at the fact that the monkeypox cases are all in NATO countries at a time when NATO is a topic. Just saying. Does it smell a bit coincidental? Tony Surridge is in saying hello. Hello, Tony. He says
Tony.
he says he's at the De Havilland Aircraft Museum model show. Oh, enjoy, mate. Oh, let's turn my audio up, being that it's dropped right down to 76.
Now, as he's at a model show, how many models do you think he's going to buy?
Oh, all of them. He's going to buy all the kits in the world. Then when he gets home, it'll be, I'm looking after these for the rest of the gang. They're not all mine, love. Honest. Yeah, good for you, mate. Is it a good show, mate? Sure, it'll be great. Because now people can get to the shows. It's good.
I'm going to try and get to the Avon show.
The what?
Avon show.
Oh, right, yeah.
Down in Bristol.
Yeah. Ah, good for you, mate. Well, it's only a scoot up the M4 for you, isn't it?
I think actually I'm going to clean that before I carry on.
Yeah. Al says, I surprised her last night. We had Cullen skink with heated buns, done camping style, and it was from a can. Well, 2 to be exact, he says. Happy days. Nothing wrong with that, mate.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that, mate. Pardon, mate.
What's he, Vicar?
Tony says he's spending money and he's taking pics. Good for you, mate. Look forward to seeing them, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Forward to seeing them bad boys.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of pics.
Right. Put a bit more grey on there. I'll do some brown ones just to have a looky-loo, just to see whether I'm happy. Got a bit around there and up in there. Of course, yeah, it's a big old weekend of motorsport again this weekend, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It's a big, busy old calendar now, isn't it?
It is, mate. It's summer season, isn't it? You know,
Yeah.
you've got your GPs and
don't forget, there's also the 24 hours of Nürburgring. That's on.
yeah, that's coming up, isn't it?
Yeah, that's on this weekend.
Yeah, the endurance. You've got Formula One, you've got MotoGP.
And I think Le Mans is next weekend. I think.
Oh, what, the 24-hour?
Yeah, because they was talking about it. So I'm kind of presuming that it's on next weekend.
Yeah.
Middle of June sounds about right for it. So.
Oh, that's better. Suitable swig of tea has been had.
I'm sure we'll find out. That's a good idea, actually.
Put a bit of that down. Have you some of that? Now, do I? Think about them.
Oh,
need to have
decisions by the sound of it.
Yeah, I'm mulling my tyres at the moment. You know what it's like. We mull things over, folks.
Yeah.
Because you know what weathering you've got you want to do, and I'm just mulling it over, just to see whether my opinion or idea. We've got a bit of dirt and detritus to go on, but it's one of those. It's in an urban environment, so I can't go too mad with mud, dust, and all of that lot, because it's in an urban environment. It's not going to have it, is it?
No, but it's going to have concrete.
It's going to have concrete. It's going to have road grime and that. Hence why I'm thinking of that. Rain marks, decay effects, asphalt, road dirt, that sort of stuff.
Yes.
For it. It's finding a medium contrast, isn't it? Because obviously this is got its, because it's black, or say black, it's a dark grey, but
yeah, but don't forget you can put a little bit of dust into it, because you can say it's sand that's been blown from the deserts across on the winds.
Well, absolutely. It's a little bit wastelands, stroke urban, stroke whatever. It's one of them. See which way it goes, but we'll see. It's just different. Bobbin says that's 2 models finished this weekend. I'll need dinage at some point. Good man. Dingage even. Yeah, learn to read, Cole.
Dingage.
Yeah.
Ding ding.
Yeah, you can have a ding, mate. There you go. Ding.
Ding. Well, you can have a ding or you can have a ding and a dong.
Yeah. Have yourself a bit of dingage, mate. Well done.
Sure.
Because this is going to end up sitting right with the ATST. So I did that as a sort of a swap bit type gubbins. So this will just sit with that in the same rough area on the shelf. So. And again, it's one of them, innit? We'll do what we always do. You put it on the shelf, you never look at them again.
Exactly.
We'll do it. And detritus up under there as well, so we can have a bit of that along there. So what else have you got planned for your Sunday then, gang? You got relatives or anything like that? People coming to see you?
Oh, the in-laws and the outlaws. Or is it the outlaws and the in-laws?
Absolutely, mate. One never knows. Trying to hold this in a way that I don't actually crush anything. A special Dave ding, nice. Ross is in saying afternoon. Oh, hello, Ross. How you doing, mate?
Hello, Ross.
Hopefully you've been looking and doing as your instructor's been telling you, that you've been working with your boss today, mate.
Oh, yeah, you've been working with the master.
Absolutely. So, yeah, good to see you in, mate. Hope everything's all right. Hope Cora's doing all right. And I was saying earlier in the chat, the parcel arrived Thursday. It's out the drop box now in here with me. So I will do a bit of filmage, mate, and get a video up for you. Massive, massive thanks. And Dave also got his parcel as well, mate. Al says, will he get a special mention or another statue placed somewhere close to his racing frame? Excuse me.
Right. He says, trying to sound like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah. Two hopes of that, Dave. Some hope and no hope.
Yeah, Bob hope. No hope and Bob hope. Me? Know what I'm doing? I'll just wing it like everybody else does.
It's just finished work and only the big display board left to do in the morning. Good man, mate.
Yeah. I think this afternoon, I'm going to start doing my video for Ross.
Absolutely.
So that he knows I've got the kit.
Yeah,
right?
I told him.
Actually, I got two, but I can't identify what the other one is. Because it's got no instructions. It's got no decals. It's a mystery.
Is that a Wibble, Dave?
No, it's not. I was trying to identify it the other night, and I was thinking, I thought, right, okay, we'll start off with 1960s jet aircraft, and I couldn't find it. And then I thought, well, okay, we go 1950s. Still can't find it. I don't know.
I'm sure he'll tell you. But yeah, as everyone's saying hello to Ross in the chat. Good stream last night again, Ross. Al says, how comes airbrushes come with tiny maintenance manuals that you need a double-sized magnifier to read when not in Chinese? Al, that's because we are men of a certain age, mate.
Yep.
We have ocular deficiencies. Ross says, that's the challenge kit. You have to find out what it is and then change it into something else.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I know, he's a git, isn't he?
Change it into something. Oh, blimey.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't build it as it is. You've got to find out what it is and then change it. I know. He's cruel, isn't he?
There might be some time on that one then. Okay. I'll accept the challenge.
Challenge is dutifully accepted, Dave, isn't it?
It is. There's a moment in time. Ross, you're not innocent, mate.
Yeah. Now, I don't know whether he was being sincere in thinking that he is, because he failed miserably there, Dave, didn't he?
Right, exactly. Innocent.
You know.
He's almost on a par with James.
Yeah. Well, that's saying something, that is, Dave, isn't it?
Yeah.
To be honest with you, on a par with James, cool. He must be in the doghouse if he's down at James's.
Stop again.
Because James is always in that special place, isn't he, where he's on the naughty step or teetering there around the naughties.
Well, he's always very close to it.
Panzer says to Ross, you anything but innocent. Absolutely. Well said, Panzer. Well said, mate. Al says, thanks, Panzer. I had an idea that would be the score, but my latest acquisition come from Hong Kong prior to them changing over to China's influences, and it's... Yeah. Yeah. Changed out there, isn't it? Used to be a go-to destination, didn't it, at one point?
Yep, once upon a time.
Muted there for a little bit. Looky Lou. Oh, Panzer says, sad news, he says. Lester Piggott's passed away. The news is full of how he was a champion jockey, no word about his tax evasion. Do you know, Panzer, I thought he had passed years ago, mate. Honestly, mate, I thought he had died years and years ago, mate. Oh, well, that is sad. He must have been well into his 80s or 90s. But yeah, he was he done before Ken Dodd? I think he was, wasn't he? Lester?
Who's that?
Lester
Sorry,
Piggott. Lester Piggott's died. I thought he'd died years ago, to be honest.
I thought
I thought he was brown bread, mate.
Yeah, I thought he went ages ago.
Yeah. No pants are saying sad news. They're saying how wonderful a jockey he was. No one's mentioned his tax evasion.
Well, no one could ever understand him.
No. He didn't have a roof in his mouth, did he? He had to wear that implant thing.
Yeah.
And they would always interview him after a race where he'd had to take it out. So, of course, it was proper flummity flum, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I thought he'd gone out. I thought he went ages ago.
I thought he died in the 90s, mate, to be honest with you. I thought he was long gone, mate. But shame anyway, because, like you say, despite everything, he was one hell of a jockey, wasn't he? Let's be honest.
Well, yeah. There's an awful lot of people that won a lot of money through him.
Yeah.
There's an awful lot of bookmakers that lost a lot of money.
For years, he was unbeatable, wasn't he? Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that is sad. Yeah. Because Ray Liotta died as well, didn't he, during the week? The guy out of Goodfellas departed, only 67. But blimey. Great classic film that was, Goodfellas. What a movie.
67, that's nothing.
No age, is it, Dave? Died in his sleep, he did, mate. Yeah.
Mm.
All right, we got a bit of tipping going on. I'm going to let that dry. Yeah. Oh, bless you. Okay, let's bung that. Yeah. Oh, look at me.
Was that you or your chair?
A little bit of both there, mate.
You're bad.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what was I thinking? I was going to do a bit on the wheel. Get a bit of the old dinge out on them. Because I want to see how that ground looks. Actually, it's quite subtle. Oh, I do beg your pardon.
Hang on. It's subtle. You and subtle in the same sentence.
Yes, mate, it has been known, Dave. Don't tell everyone, though, because I've got this reputation to keep up where I want the world to hate me, mate.
Oh, well, oh, sorry. Oh, shut up.
Yeah, I've worked hard garnering that, mate. Controversial. Andrew says, was that Colin doing an impression of James? Absolutely. Ray Aquilina's in. He's saying, hello, guys. How are you? Hello, Ray. How you doing, mate? Hope you're keeping well, mate, and I hope everything's going well for you out in Malta. And all of that. Hope the family are all well. Always nice to see Ray, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's nice to see everyone.
Absolutely. Well, it's like anything, you know, it's been an odd few years, isn't it? Know what I mean? And
one way or another, yeah.
So it's nice to see familiar faces again. That everyone's all right. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's got through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone came out on the right side of it.
Absolutely. Yeah, he says we're all okay.
Good.
Absolutely. Al says better out than in. It can't be painful gas then. Absolutely. M4H Malcolm's in. He says, good afternoon, humans. Hope you're all having a good weekend. Hello, Malcolm.
Hello, Malcolm.
Hope you're keeping all right, chap. And yeah, we got to see Dave's unveiling on air at the beginning, mate. So
yep,
he opened up his package. That sounded wrong, didn't it?
Yeah.
I hope you're doing all right, fella. Yeah. All the way around. Bit of dust and detritus. Places. Once this is all in there, dry brush back over. Got to wash them. And hopefully we'll blend a lot of that down. He said, good here. He says, was Dave happy with his giftage? He was, Malcolm, to be honest with you, mate.
Very much. Thank you very much, mate.
He was very happy, mate. Oh, yeah, over the moon, mate. Bless him.
Yep. It will be done. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but it'll be done.
Absolutely. And it's nice to know you're keeping well, Malk, because, you know, you work really hard in the background there doing your thing for M4H, mate. And I don't think a lot of people realise how much work you put into it, mate. And, yeah. So fair play to you, mate. And, yeah. Bit on there. Ray Aquilina says, I hope to see you in Telford, he says to Colin and Dave. I don't get out, Ray. I'm housebound, mate. Yeah, me getting out and about is such a hardship at the moment, mate. Not just for me, but for those that, you know, like my missus is my carer, mate. So I'm kind of a prisoner in my own home, mate. So...
no, I won't be going to Telford on the grounds that it will be very damaging to my wallet.
Yeah, so I won't be there, mate, because I just don't get out.
Oh, that was well done.
Yeah, it's one of them, mate. I'm often asked, am I going? And for me to travel up there, what with all my meds and the journey, I have to have a day after I travel just to let the carcass calm down. And then obviously, because I'm too proud to use my wheelchair a lot of the time, I hobble around on me sticks, and at Telford there's going to be people bumping into me, and I'm a big fella. And if I bump into people, they tend to get knocked flying, mate, and then they're going to go, oh, you barged into me, and it causes all kinds of problems. But it's easy if I just sit back and let everyone else go. I can sit there watching all the videos. He says, sorry, my friend. You don't have to apologise, Ray. Not a problem, mate.
No.
Don't have to apologise, mate. I'm cool with it, mate, honestly. It is what it is, mate. It could be worse. I could brown bread, couldn't I? You know,
Well,
so
mind you, yeah, getting you up to Telford, that's going to be military operation planning, that is.
well, the last time I got out in public, or you know, to an event, was when we went to my last MotoGP at Mugello in it. And my missus saw how that impacted me, and she was quite surprised, you know. And I said then, you know, this is the last one I go to because I just can't do it now. And it's just what it is. It's not fair on those that are with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because it kills their enjoyment because they've got one eye on me all the time, and I don't think that's fair on anyone. You know, my missus goes to cricket on a regular basis with my eldest boy, you know, and she's like, "Oh, I'd love you to come." And I went, "Yeah, but you're still been a carer. I need you to do things and get time away from that."
Yeah, she needs a break.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you know. It's like when you go on holiday, isn't it? It's not an holiday for H because she's got one eye on me all the time, and yeah.
Well, they was playing cricket over on the field yesterday.
Absolutely. But no, it's one of them, Ray, you know, like anything. I think if I went to Telford, there'd be a room full of people with darts throwing them at me, to be honest. Yeah. And I can't be doing with that side of the community. I can't be doing with none of that negativity.
Don't get me wrong, I'd like to go. It's just that, you know, it's. I want one of them. I want that. I want that. I want that. And before I know it, I've spent.
Yeah, and you're very similar to me, Dave. You'd want to settle a few old scores. I know you would.
Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's like anything, you know, if I want to go and buy a model kit, I can buy it online.
Mm.
You know, like you say, you know, I can't travel up in one day. I'd have to book an hotel. You've got the cost of that, the cost of the fuel, cost of whether, you know, whether you pay to get in or whether you've got your IPMS membership or whatever. But you've still got all of that. You've got your food, your drink. You're going to buy stuff. You're not really getting that much discount, are you? And I'd rather spend all of that money that I'm going to spend on petrol and hotels on paints, kits, and
Yeah.
you know.
Like you, I like waiting for the videos to come out where other people have been up there.
Just so that I can come on the live stream and go, I've been to Telford, aren't I clever? Yeah. So no. One of them.
Right. It's a little bit scary, but I think I'm primed.
Oh, good for you, mate. Are you happy with it, mate?
I think so.
Looking mint, mate. Did you decide what colour scheme you was going for in the end, Dave? Because I know you was scratching your head and umming and ahhing, wasn't you, about different choices?
Yeah, I'm settled on it being bronze green.
Yeah.
As a vehicle that's just been unloaded from the transport aircraft that I can't think of it now.
Camp Bastion.
That's the word, thank you. And it's been pressed straight into work.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it's going to be a little bit dusty.
Mm.
And I think that's probably, mainly dusty. No dirt because it was all sand out there, wasn't it?
Yeah, bit of light weathering then, you mean?
Yeah, it's going to be weathered. but not overdone.
Yeah.
I think is the fairest thing to say to that.
Yeah, understated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's going to have some chipping done on it because it's not a brand new vehicle. It's one they've dug out of stores.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been sat out the back with a tarp over it.
Yeah. It's so it's not brand new.
No. No, there's a few chinks in its armour, so to speak.
Yeah. It's been used but not abused.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Well, I think that's about as close as I'm going to get it. But yeah, no, it'll be all right. We'll get there.
Yeah. I was asking, Bryce Norton or Camp Bastion? Camp Bastion.
Camp Bastion. Oh.
I'm so wrong now.
I'm not saying a word.
Panzer says, would you buy a used digger from Dave? Answers on a postcard. Hold of that. Attal says, yeah, I know how she feels, Colin. I had 22 years being a carer for my old mum. Went on vacation, I was the chief ump and my baggage plus hers. Yeah, I get very conscious of it, Attal, because, you know, I wouldn't say mothers me, but, you know, yeah. And I'm a big old chap. When I hit the deck, mate, I get injured. And having spine fused and things like that, I've got to be so careful if I land on my spine. So, and Helen's always on edge in case I stumble and fall, and she can't relax and enjoy herself. And for me, a day out is for her to have a break from all of that. So I'm quite thing with it. That's why she goes to cricket matches with me boy, because they both like it. They both enjoy it. And as I said to her, rather than drag me to an event where I'm going to struggle, you go off and do that and have a break from it.
Mm.
And that's what she was reluctant at first, but it does do her good. It lets her recharge a bit. So
yeah, she can switch off.
Yeah. Now, you know Ellen, Dave.
Yes.
If I was to say, I'm going to Telford without you for 3 days.
The poor woman would have a heart attack.
She's not going to sleep.
No.
Not going to settle. She's going to be on edge all the time I'm not here.
Exactly. Mind you, can you imagine the chaos that we would cause up at Telford? You in your chair and me pushing.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord. I think we've been kicked out in the first 10 minutes.
Absolutely. Yeah, Dave would play 10-pin bowling with me.
Yeah. Can you imagine that on the news? Chaos ensued at the Telford Model Show.
Yeah. 2 men arrested.
One in a wheelchair.
Yeah.
I can just imagine H watching that and go, oh no, not those two, surely.
Yeah. I'll leave them alone for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah. Like I say, I let others take the glory.
Mind you, you got to book your hotel room virtually as the event finishes that year.
Absolutely. I've got me mates that I hang out with, and that's all I need. And I don't need to, when I say Hurry favour.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. It would be great to go up there and have a wander around, but
Yeah.
my poor wallet would be having palpitation.
Yeah. I'll be. How did that go for you, Dave? I got another 15 kits, Carl. You didn't. Because I'd have his back, of course.
Yeah,
Dave, you want to get that?
My wallet would be having palpitations, and my bank manager would be having heart attacks.
Yeah.
He's gone where? Get him out of there, quick!
I'd be absolutely no help to him. I would be constantly saying to him, "You want to buy that, Dave? You want to go and get that now, mate."
Well, what is it? Oh yeah, I got a well done award from work.
Oh, did you? Oh, good for you.
It's a points based system.
Yeah.
I got 40 points, which is equal to 40 quid.
Yeah.
So I converted that into an Amazon voucher, and within 20 minutes of the conversion taking place and the code being put into my Amazon account, it was gone. I spent it. Oh,
right, yeah.
Yeah, I bought 51 quid's worth of model making stuff, but I only had to fork out 11 quid.
Oh, what are you like?
I know. Because my boss said, I see you've noticed you got your voucher. I said, yeah, I've spent it. He said, what? So I've had one of the kits that I've ordered, but the other one is coming from Amazon EU. So Lord knows how long that's going to...
Oh, right, yeah.
Lord knows how long that's going to take.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck with that, Dave.
Yeah, well, it said on 4 to 6 weeks. So, yeah. Well, I think probably more like 4 to 6 months.
Got more chance of growing hair on your head, mate.
Probably. Oh, well.
Yeah,
it's like Amazon, so it should eventually turn up.
Absolutely, mate. Dave's like, cheers, Carl. Your support is noted. Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks for the confidence booster.
It's all right, mate. I've been down that road.
Oh, well.
It'll turn up when it turns up, mate.
Exactly.
At the end of the day. Yeah, Bobbins is saying, what did you buy, Dave? What did you buy, Dave? What did you buy, Dave? Come on, tell us.
Right, okay then. As you are. The first part of it is the tool makers from Mini Art in 1/35.
Oh, right, yeah.
Now, the reason why I've bought this is I want the 2 figures out of it.
Oh, right, yeah.
The rest of it will go in the bits box.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because the other thing that I've ordered, and the kit that I'm waiting to come, is the bus that's been converted into a workshop.
Oh, right, yeah, I know the one.
Yeah, so I want those 2 figures to go inside to make it look like they're doing some work, because that's going to sit alongside the post-apocalyptic mobile home that I'm going to do.
Yeah.
He says, trying to make it sound like he knows what he's doing.
Sounds plausible to me, mate.
It's got plausibility to it.
Absolutely, Dave. I'll go with that all day long.
I've just got to get around to actually starting it.
Good for you, mate.
So when that one arrives, I will do a what's in the box video, because there's quite a lot in it.
Yeah. That gives you a bit of video content as well, mate, doesn't it?
Yeah, I desperately need to get some video content up.
Yeah. time, mate, isn't it? That's the thing.
I know. It's,
you know, it's real life gets in the way, mate.
Well,
we're all in that boat, mate.
Thursday I got home and I just sat on the sofa and I didn't move.
Yeah.
After work. Friday was a bit intense.
Yeah.
So I got home and I didn't move. Yesterday I was going to do stuff at the bench. Sat here for half an hour looking at the cutting mats and just didn't have the mojo, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I totally understand that, mate. Been like that all week, mate.
I just got up and I thought, no, whatever I try to do, it's going to go wrong and I'm going to regret doing it, because when it starts going wrong, you try to repair it and you just dig yourself further and further in to a place that you don't want to be.
Yeah.
No, I don't know.
And you know what'll happen when it does go wrong? Yeah. You know, happens to us all, mate. So yeah, we all go through that, mate. There you go. Paul says, yeah, sorry I'm late. He says, a bit late. He said, I'm actually late. That's all right, mate. There are, I think, other shows on as well during the day on a Sunday, so not a problem, mate. People can come and go as they choose, mate. It's not compulsory. Not compulsory, my friend. You do what you need to do. What makes it fun, Dave, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
As having it nice and chill. Now that sounds very wrong.
I'm just shaking my paper. Right, my arm's going to fall off now.
Yeah.
No, I won't do that. I won't do that one.
Don't forget, folks, the Wednesday show is over on the E-Models channel for the foreseeable future. I will be doing some of that.
Oh, yeah.
Also, if you'd like to help support this channel and keep the content coming, you can do so by becoming a patron or a channel member. To become a patron, you go to patreon.com/Festa67's workshop, or to become a channel member, you click the join button under any of my video content. That gives you access to the Zoom off-air 24/7 hangout, and it helps me keep the content coming for you all. So, not compulsory, but if you'd like to consider that, it would be massively appreciated. You could also support Dave on Model Maker, patreon.com even, Model Maker Dave's workshop. So,
thank you.
I better say something, otherwise he'll stop coming on, see, you know, and yeah, dummy will come out, and oh, mate, tantrums will start, and oh, I have to ring his mum, and all joking aside, it all helps us keep things coming for you.
What's that? Dear Santa, when passing Model Maker Dave's house, drop in and give him a vibrator as he can get his saw.
Yeah. Yeah, bless him. Paul says he got carried away creating some images in Photoshop. Good man. Nothing wrong with that. Like a bit of Photoshop, mate. You might have noticed. Very easy to lose yourself for hours, isn't it, in Adobe?
Oh, yeah.
Paul D. Tommaso says, didn't Dave buy one of them Vortex mixers? Yeah, I think he did, mate.
I did, and I used it, and everybody complained, so I don't use it online.
Well, you could always mute the microphone when you use it, Dave. That would be the easier thing to do, but
I don't. That's too obvious. That is.
You know, because then people won't complain because you're not doing it right under your microphone, are you? So there is that.
Yeah.
Educating Dave, lesson number 1.
It's going to be a long education then.
Absolutely. Not going to change now, folks.
No.
Going to change now. But yeah, I got one sat there, the Vortex mixer. Never use it. How many tools have we bought in the man cave? You buy it, you get it out the box, you're like, yeah, that's brilliant. I'm going to have great fun using that. And you never pick it up again, do you? We all do it.
No, I just tend to pick up tools and then put them away where I can't remember where I put them.
Yeah. We've all got a load of stuff that we've bought for the hobby. Little gadgets, widgets, and all of that lot. We all do it. I just sit there and it never comes out, does it? It never gets used. Wishy-washy. Beep. Pardon me. Old D. Tommaso's off to get a bit more kit. See ya. See you later, Paul. On there you go, mate.
Yeah, mate, Paul.
Thanks for coming in and keeping us company, mate. Sleep well.
Yep.
Love to you and Dawn, mate. Hope you're both doing as well as you can be doing. Yeah. Plenty on there.
You slapping it on again, are you?
I am. I'm giving it a bit of a jiggle on the snot rag. Just to get off any excess. Why not? Because there's going to be a bit of road on it. Quite a bit of road dirt. It's like anything originally. I was going to put a dio on it and all. I can't be bothered in it.
Oh, no, I'm not doing the dio.
Because you run out of shelf space if you do a dio on everything.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, you've done one dio, you've done them all, wouldn't you? I tend to do one out of every genre. I'll have something a bit different. You know, it could be a bike that's on a racetrack or something like that. And then that's it. The rest of them just get built as whatever. Because at the end of the day, for taking the pictures and that, you just take the previous bike off the racetrack, put the new one on it, take the photos, and that's it. Done.
Mm-hmm.
And it saves a lot of fretting and get on and build your kits. I'm going to get my stash built.
Never really been. Don't get me wrong. I love to look at other people's dioramas.
Yeah.
The thought of doing my own. Never really bothered.
Bit bored. Try it.
Just enjoy the painting, well, the building and the painting and everything that goes with it.
Well, the kit should speak for itself, really. Should.
Hmm.
That's the key, isn't it? And let the kit do the talking. Dolcosaurus is in. Hello, mate. How you doing, buddy?
Hello, mate.
Hope you're doing all right. Yeah, note to self, Cole, when you use the pigment, you should really put your gloves on, shouldn't you?
Oh, dear. You being special again?
Yes, I am, Dave. Of course I am. You know me, mate. Not happy unless I'm being special, mate.
Oh, it wouldn't be Festa without the specialness.
Got that right, folks. I really am that bad. He knows me better than I know myself, doesn't he? I'm at it. Up and Dolcosaurus is saying he's got a new hobby table to set up today. Oh, look at him.
Oh, new tablage.
His hobby table goodness, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I'll tell you, there's going to be lots of pics.
yeah. Has he done it yet? Have you done it yet? Have you done it yet? Is it done yet? Show us, show us. Is it done yet?
Not bad.
Absolutely. There's time's whizzing by there, mate. It's 2:10 already, Dave.
Oh, get out of here.
Yeah,
Too fast.
absolutely.
Either time's too fast or I'm moving too slow. One or the other.
Yeah, and thanks to everyone that's been getting in touch and keeping feedback coming on the format, because if we needed a bit of a change up just to recharge our batteries a bit, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for your continued support for that. Don't forget, you can still post your pictures in the gallery. So you can share them with everyone in the group. So they're still there. The group isn't closing. I did think about it, because obviously not doing the gallery on the shows at the moment. I thought, oh, well, you know, it'd be easier if I just shut the group. But no, you've got a good little community there. You want it kept open, so the group's staying. So share your work up there, because at the end of the day, I'm a viewer just like you, so I can still put my comments in, ask questions and all of that lot. So it's still there. So feel free to use it. You never know, you know, we might review it. We might do a gallery once every couple of weeks, or we might do one once a month and just choose a few pictures that we've seen in the gallery and throw them up on the screen. So it's not a case of it's never going to happen again. It's just we're having a little bit of a breather to recharge our battery.
Hmm.
You know, it's just, yeah, just lets us have a bit of a relaxer. Shizzle under there. Dorkosaurus says I'll post some pictures later on when I'm set up. No worries, mate. Not as and when, no rush. Anyone else doing any work like that? Refurbs and I must put my man cave move pics up in the gallery. I keep meaning. Few people have asked whether I took pictures. Yes, I did. And I shall do an album. Still playing Jenga at the moment, folks. So it's not fully finished. But the bulk of the big move is done, so I'm happy at that because there's a lot, lot more than I thought.
Yeah, it was a fair old wedge of cake you bit off on that one.
It was, wasn't it? But
Oh, yeah, but it's going to be worth it.
yeah, I mean,
Oh,
part of me thought, is it worth doing? Because, you know, we'll probably move in a couple of years, probably 3 or 4 years, scale down to a smaller house because we are looking at probably getting an apartment somewhere on a single level, make things a bit easy to be navigating. So part of me thinks I'm going to have to move everything, pack everything away again. But like I say, I don't see how I feel in 5 years. I might stop. I just build what I've got and call it a day. I don't know what to do, to be honest. But I'll cross that bridge when it comes to it.
See how you feel when you get there.
Absolutely, because it's, I'm governed by other things, not, if I could, I would do the hobby until my dying day. But I know I'm going to have to stop at some. That's why I'm not rushing out buying many kits. I've got enough at the moment to do in for a bit. You've got to be realistic as well, haven't you?
Well, someone in your situation, yes.
Yeah. We'll see. It could just be a case of more adaptations. I don't know, but at the moment, we'll see. We'll see what the future brings. I can hear cheering in the background at people probably at the fault of me stopping. My answer to that is do one.
Yeah, but is this one of your mind games that you're playing around with? And
I'm mulling things over long term because obviously I know more than I say on air.
Yeah.
On what's going. It's like anything, you've got to be realistic. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, I need to discuss that. Scuzzy McScuzzville. Shane Youngs is in saying hello to Panzer and everyone. Hello, Shane. Good afternoon. Colin, Dave, and everyone in chat. Hope you're all well. He says, I've been watching on TV whilst putting a flat pack together. Good man.
ooh.
How many screws have you got left over? And if you got that one obligatory bit of wooden hinge that you're sitting there going through the instructions going, now, where did this go?
Yeah.
We all do it.
And did you go charging in to do the build before reading the instructions?
Oh, yeah. RTFM. Yeah. We all do that as well, don't we?
I know what I'm doing. I don't need the instructions.
Yeah. And then I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to have a look at the instructions. And do you let out that noise? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. My missus will bring the instructions on us. I don't want the instructions. You do. No, you do. I don't want the instructions. Read the bloody instructions because you're doing it wrong. Yeah. Did you get that? Don't think that about me. Now, of course, I'm not love. painting. Just an heads up, Dave, when you go to do your pigment, mate, you might want to put a pair of gloves on.
Right, I'll bear that in mind when I come to pigment time.
You know that pair of gloves I dug out just before we went live?
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that, mate. But make sure you actually put them on.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, don't
Oh,
do
did
what
you
I
forget
did.
to put you forget to put yours on, did you?
Yeah, I have.
Plum.
I know. I know. I am that man, ain't I, Dave?
Yep.
Shane's saying I had 4 to build: a bookcase, a corner unit, a TV cabinet, and a coffee table. I'm so proud of you.
Cool, full fit out then.
So proud of you, Shane. If Sarah Jane was in, I'd ask her to give you an house point, mate. Tell you what, we'll give you have an house point, mate.
Yeah.
Flat pack builders.
Actually, as Sarah Jane's not in, you can have 4 house points.
Yeah.
1 for each pack.
You know, Dave, you're good, you are. Didn't want
I
that.
know.
I didn't want that cotton bud.
Are you throwing stuff around again, are you?
Yeah, I'm doing that, wiping the bench around things instead of moving them and then having to move them anyway thing. There's powder in it. Got a bit of raggy down coal. Mind you, that would probably make the bench dirtier than the pigment. And now, right, fling that there. Found me cotton bud right between my toes, poking up. It was like a flagpole.
Really?
Oh, I've got feet like Frodo Baggins, ain't I, mate? So anything I drop just sticks to the top of them. They're not feet, they're Wookiee paws, mate.
Wookiee slabs.
Absolutely, mate. Right, that's been that. Dolcosaurus says he needs some more coffee. He's asking Panzer whether he wants a cup. He'd be right back. No worries, mate. Shane Young says his living room now looks like a living room instead of a hospital room. I know, mate. Bless your heart. Yeah. Without dwelling, it must be quite difficult for you doing that at the moment, Shane, for obvious reasons, mate. Yeah, props to you though, mate, because you're moving on. But yeah, I can imagine that's been a difficult thing for you to do after so many years of things being as they were.
Yeah.
Bless you. And my audio back up again because it's down to 76. Thank you, Microsoft.
How's mine doing? Just out of idle curiosity.
Yeah. Got to love Microsoft for that, haven't you? Sweet.
Oh.
Had yours done it and all?
Well, somehow I've managed to go to 100% on my volume.
Yeah.
I wonder why it was a bit loud. And the microphone's down to 80.
Yeah, see, it's not just mine.
Yeah, I've just boosted it back up to 100.
Yeah. Be mindful, folks, any of you that are streaming, that Windows update, the latest one, will balk your microphone. It's been up and down like an oar's drawers since I've done the update. So, thanks, Microsoft, for that. Yeah, twits. Cool, I cleaned that up, didn't I, Dave?
Yeah.
So I can have a bit of that. He says, yeah, it's been hard. He says, got to move forward. New carpet and sofa makes it easier to go in there now. I know, Shane, bless you. And I'll tell you, Glenys would be proud of your son. She really would, mate. So, you know, and I'm not just saying that to sniff up your backside, mate. Honestly, she would be proud of you.
Chuffed.
So you hold your head up high on that one, mate. Much respect to you. Got that one going on there. Says, thanks, Cole. That means a lot, mate. Hey, not a problem, Shane. Honestly, mate. I never had the pleasure of meeting Glynis, but she sounds like a remarkable young lady, mate. And she would be proud of you, mate. So... Oh. Damn, that sounds so wrong, doesn't it?
I'm not gonna say a word. I'm gonna think thousands, but
yeah. Oh, brum 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 brummity brum brum brum. Dave, it's got wheels.
Oh, that's really good. That is.
Yeah. Yeah, get your coat.
I will.
Yeah, that's just that. Getting them on is now going to make the rest of the weathering that much easier because I'm not putting it down on wet stuff. Okay. So we got exhaust rust. So we got rust and detritus, some more chipping. Still a lot more to do, Dave, isn't there?
Oh yeah.
Keep that out. Spurman glues in, says, hi all, sorry for being late. I had a bad night. Sorry to hear about that, David.
Oh, sorry, mate.
I hope you're all right, mate. Get your backside in the 24/7, mate, and say hello. You know, you would get on, David, really, really well with Kevin. Really, you two would hit it off so well. So, yeah. You're a channel member, David, so pop in and say hello, mate. RJC's in, saying hello, looking good, fellas. Hello, Reese, how you doing, mate?
Ah, it's the king of the pink rings.
Yeah, it's getting there, mate. It's brummity brum brum brum, and yeah, still got all the dozer blade and all of that lot to go on it yet, but yeah. So yeah, all in all, mate, it's looking pretty damned impressive. It's getting there slowly but sure. And as Leslie Nielsen would say, stop calling me Shirley. I'll get me coat. I'll get me coat.
Yeah, I think you should ask for that one.
Let's bone that down now because it'll be time to come up and say our goodbyes, Dave.
Good grief.
I know. We moved this to the Sunday because it goes so quick on a
On a
Wednesday. It
Yeah.
goes just as quick.
I know. Right. Put that over there. I'll do
There
my
it
brush
is,
clean
and
up after.
Oh, you carry on, mate. Do what you got to do. I'm just going to move me 2 bottles of paint because
brush.
we can.
Right.
Bring that down on there. Live there. And that go over there. So yeah, folks, what have we done?
That can go like that.
So,
Like that. I'm probably going to do my white balance as well. Good.
yeah, I'll go on the full screen and show you what I've been up to, peeps. I've got my wheels on, and I've started a bit of light chipping in a few places. Just working my way round bit by bit. But I kind of wanted to get the wheels on, just so that it makes it easier when I put it down on the bench, that I'm not knocking it at all. So I've got the whole of the other side to chip yet, and I shall be going back over this time and time again until I'm happy with it. And then obviously I've got a couple of decals to put on it. So yeah.
No, that's coming on all right, isn't it?
So it's getting there, peeps. A little bit on there, just move that out of the way. Little tiny bit on the dozer blade as well. Little bit of dirt and detritus started to go in, and then we can start then going around and really picking out bits and pieces. So that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Me, I've got primed and I've started going around on some of the edges with a bit of oily steel.
Oh, right, yeah.
So that I can go over that with a bit of chipping fluid.
Oh, happy days.
And not necessarily everywhere where the oily steel is.
Yeah.
But in some of the areas, just pick at it a little bit. Maybe use a tip of a cocktail stick or something.
Yeah.
And just randomly pick bits off. So I've got that on there. And I've done the same on the steps.
Yeah.
Because, you know, the steps are going to get well and truly
absolutely. They're going to get mullered.
So I've done that. And I've done the same for the mini bucket at the rear.
Yeah.
And for the bucket at the front, I've done the same.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to do anything here.
Yeah.
Because it's just going to be lightly done at the front, maybe on the teeth.
Yeah.
But I thought, as I've got it where it is now, I'll put more on than what I actually think I'm going to need.
Same here. Yeah.
Because once I start spraying the main body colour, I can't go back.
No, that's right. That's right.
So,
because, like I say, once we put washes on and that, you know, it'll finesse it down. So,
so yeah, so that's where I'm on that. So yeah, it's been a good session. I've got some primer on.
Happy days.
I think I've got more on my hand than I've got on.
Same here, mate. Same here. Yeah. I tend to get more on me than anything else, mate, if I'm honest. Fox is in saying, hello, geez, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm right-handed, but I've got paint on my right hand when I was holding the airbrush, so I worked that one out.
Yeah, I dug my gloves out to put them on, and they're still hanging up there. What a pilcher.
Oh, no.
Fox is saying, get your wheels on. Absolutely, mate. Shane Young says, that's awesome. Cheers, mate. As does Paul Lewis. Thank you.
Thank you.
Very early stages of the weathering. It's, for me, it's that sticky stage of the build where you look at it and you think, and then, like you say, once you've done a few more layers, it starts then coming together. You see, if you end up with paint on your elbow, you're doing it wrong. Absolutely. Yeah. David, the passcode is on the YouTube. If you're a channel member or a patron, you'll get access to the passcode, David. If you're not, then you won't be able to access the passcode, mate. For the 24/7 buddy. It is on the YouTube community page, mate. Just scroll down and you'll see it on there. But obviously, to see it, you need to be a member or a patron, mate. What else is going on there? That's pretty much saying everyone's saying hello to Fox. It says won't work. Well, it does, mate, because people have gone on there and yeah, people have gone on there and typed that code in, and it does work, mate. So,
Yeah.
So I know that because I've checked it, mate. So it could be that you're not a member or a patron, mate. Anyway, on that note, I think we'll wind up and say good night to you all, or good afternoon to you all.
Good afternoon.
I'll see you back on Fox's channel later on, so look out for that. Me and Dave will be back Wednesday over on the eModels channel to continue our build for those guys.
Definitely.
That's everyone disappearing, saying see you later, mate. So yeah, you take care, folks. Stay safe, and until the next show, see you then.
Yeah. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Stay safe, stay well, and enjoy your model making.